I notice that a lot of kids, when you go overseas or wherever you go, know more history on rap music than the kids out here. And you go in New York, man, kids are like, especially young kids, Bambaataa who? Go out there like, Bambaataa, he's the king. It's a big difference. Just the history and being revered over there more is a big deal. But now, from my understanding, is like that's getting even more commercial. Like that whole view is pretty much changing. But musically, nothing affects me musically. I mean, there's people, I've listened to stuff and get inspired, like, I can't front, I like that Neptune's record, that Nerd album, it's an inspiration, and maybe there's some things subconsciously that I take from people who I admire, but traveling anywhere, it's like, I don't know, I hate to say it, man, I live in my own world, One thing I was more wary of was this time around, especially when I did A Prince Among Thieves, is dialogue doesn't translate too well over there when you don't understand the language as much. You know what I'm saying? So I had to be cautious of that because, I'm going to Japan and cats are like, it's like they don't understand a lot of the gist of what my story was about. So I was like, all right, I see what it is.
So they can rhyme the lyrics, but not the in between filler.
Yeah. So, a few things like that, language barrier. But, listen to, there's not too much, man. I'm more intrigued with artists from the past, that's kind of like there's anything that kind of stimulates, I guess, me thinking more of me being a musician or an artist is just the lives of other people. For example, I read this book called Troubled Man, which is the life of Marvin Gaye. And, even though, he's pretty freaky, pretty wild, I think what intrigued me more is like we share the same birthday. And just to hear just his vision and stuff and hearing his music and how a lot of that related to parts of his life and things reminded me of myself. I was like, exactly. If you listen to my records from early days to now, all it is just a documentary of my life at the time. Gravediggers when I was upset, 3 Feet High Rise and being naive and having fun. Prince Among Thieves when I was having static with whoever and feeling that the bad guy always wins. It always documents my life. And things like that intrigue me more. People intrigue me as far as like their thought process and other artists to see if what I'm going through matches what they go through. But as far as like rhythms of the world and international, not too much. I think more people that I meet inspire me.